In today's video, I want to discuss with you my cryptocurrency portfolio, what's in it, what I think about those coins, and what I am doing with them. It's a big video, so we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this. Just a quick reminder, of course, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. If you can take a quick second out of your busy day as well to tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, that'd be super, super awesome. By the way, every single week, my team and I make Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report. Every single week, we're just delivering heaps of value for you as a cryptocurrency investor. This week, we talked to the team at Ecomi about their NFTs. We did a deep dive on a hot new cryptocurrency called TokeMac. DeFi Dad gave a tutorial on how you can use Terra's Anchor protocol to bring your Ethereum in and earn some crazy yields. Rect Capital has some altcoin TA for you. I talk about flipping altcoins, and of course we have the latest token sales, the hottest airdrops, and much, much more, all for less than $10 a week. So click on the link down below where you can become a member today. Now, just one final quick note before we dive in here. This is a non-exhaustive list in the sense that there are some pre-sales, for example, that I've invested in that I have not included here, and I have not included any pre-sale allocations that are to come for my allocations for my portfolio percentages here. I also haven't included anything that's less than 0.1% of my portfolio. That captures some tokens like OCAM or Konomi, which I'm not including today. Also, there are coins that are coming that I haven't received any of the coins from pre-sales, for example, that are still to come and are also not included on this list here. And look, here's another reality before we start getting into it. Inevitably, I'm not going to own some coins. You can't own every coin. This is not Pokemon. I'm not trying to catch them all. I'm just trying to do what I think is right by my personal portfolio for my investments. This is not talking about my stock investments or my precious metal investments or anything like that as well. This is just my cryptocurrency investments. And look, if there's a coin that you just love and I don't own, it's okay. It's just okay. You don't have to freak out. You can just breathe. It's all good. It's all good. In fact, you might even have a coin that I frequently talk about, but I don't even own. You might think, Lark, well, why do you talk about this if you don't own it? Because there's lots of great things happening in the cryptocurrency space, and I'm watching a lot of different things. Doesn't mean I need to own every single thing in my portfolio. So, we'll be okay, guys. We'll be okay. That's the long story short there. Now, let's just go ahead and start talking here about what's in Lark's cryptocurrency portfolio. So, first off, of course, we have to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 31.4% of my entire cryptocurrency portfolio. Now, currently about half of that Bitcoin, it is sitting in long-term storage. I have about 15 to 20% of that sitting in Celsius right now, earning, passive income, 6.2% on the first Bitcoin, 3.5% on any Bitcoin after that. Of course, if you don't have yourself a Celsius account yet, you can find an affiliate link for that down below in the description. I do have a big chunk of Bitcoin, though, currently sitting in wrapped Bitcoin that I'm thinking about where am I going to put it. I need to find a new home for it. I recently took it out of Bancor. Just the rates were falling, didn't seem as attractive anymore, so I got it out of Bancor. Now I'm thinking about what am I going to do with all of that wrapped Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, this is a long-term investment for me. I continue to add to my Bitcoin position all of the time. I take profits from low cap coins, bring it into Bitcoin when I take profits on those. So moving my money from high risk plays to lower risk plays in the cryptocurrency market. By the way, I know I mentioned Wealth Mastery a moment ago, and I actually share my complete portfolio breakdown every single week in Wealth Mastery. So if you want to stay up to date with what's Lark doing with his portfolio week to week, different plans and updates to my portfolio, again, check out Wealth Mastery newsletter for those kind of updates, because this kind of video ends up being a pretty big video and I don't do them all of that often. Now let's get on to the second thing in my portfolio. Of course, that is Ethereum. 25.3% of my portfolio is in Ethereum. Again, this is a long-term investment. I'm taking a very much longer time frame on Ethereum. my Bitcoin and my Ethereum, those are my boys. Those are long-term investments. Now, the majority of my Ethereum right now is actually in Earn Finance's staked Ethereum or STETH pool. So it's earning 7.17% right now on staked Ethereum proxy tokens. I've got about 15% of my Ethereum sitting in Celsius as well. I also have basically just a good chunk of Ethereum right now looking for a home. I had it in Bancor, but again, falling rates over on Bancor, I decided to move my Ethereum out and to look for a new home for it. So I still haven't decided where to put that Ethereum. So I've got, a decent chunk of ETH sitting there waiting to find that new home. But yeah, as you probably know from watching the channel, I'm a giant Ethereum bull. I don't think we need to go into all the reasons here in this video, but yeah. 13.6% of my portfolio is currently sitting in USDC. Now you might think, damn, Lark, that's a lot of stablecoins, man. Surely you should be all in on Bitcoin. Why do you have any dollar stablecoins at all? Well, quite simply, you can't buy dips if you don't have chips. I was able to deploy a pretty decent amount of capital back when Bitcoin and Ethereum were at their, very low points last month. But also I use a lot of this USDC to earn consistent and strong yield. It's great. Now, right now I've got USDC being lent out in Celsius. That's 8.88% APY. I've got a big chunk of actually UST. So I'm just counting all stable coins here under the USDC banner, but actually UST is the Terra dollar stable coin. I've got a big chunk sitting over in Anchor that earns around 19.5% APY. And if you take off 2.6% for my insurance contract via Nexus Mutual, it's a bit less, but still very, very powerful earnings over there. Double basically what I'm getting in Celsius, but it's a smart contract platform, all that stuff. Even with insurance, still I like to diversify my holdings around, and I've got more in Anchor than I do in Celsius, but I also have the insurance contract and stuff. And again, I just like to be diversified in where I'm holding my coins. I don't want to put it all into one platform. I'm also providing liquidity for insurance over on Bridge Mutual. So I've got a decent percentage of my USDC currently doing that as well. So, the rewards have been really, really good on that Bridge Mutual course and insurance platform. We'll talk more about them in a minute. I own a decent chunk of those coins too. I've also started some smaller experiments. I put a tiny bit of USDC into Ramps RUSD, so that's earning some pretty good yields. I also put a little bit into Mercurial Finance, which is over on the Solana blockchain. There's also just a decent amount of USD coins sitting over on Binance right now, waiting to buy up the dips when they do come with buy orders in for some different cryptocurrencies. Next up, Polygon, 5.6% of my portfolio. And I actually have moved all my Polygon over to Celsius. It's lending out over there. It's getting around 10% APY, which is pretty nice. Polygon, as you know, I've been bullish on for quite a while. We first started talking about Polygon here on the channel when it was like 4 cents, something like that. I don't remember exactly, around 4 cents. It's been a great earner. I've taken profits on this multiple freaking times already. I still have a pretty gosh darn big bag of Matic tokens sitting around. We're aiming for $5. Maybe we'll keep a good moon bag going for $10 at some point in the future, but I still think Polygon has got some room to grow, especially with their recent acquisition of Hermes, which is a layer 2 scaling solution. So not only are they going to be a side chain, but they're also expanding their functionality outwards. Ramp DeFi in at 4.9%, which, as making this video, I think, man, that's a pretty high percentage for what is a lower cap altcoin, all the way down at rank 372, right? But I think that this is an altcoin that has got a lot of potential. I think it can get up to a $1 billion market cap. Now, Ramp, in case you're not familiar, this is a liquid staking protocol. It allows you to basically take your staking positions and get USD coins back in return, which you can then take and earn more yield on in other platforms. It's a super cool idea. They're multi-chain, Ethereum, Polygon, BSC. Very interesting project. I think that this can hit $1 billion market cap one of these days. So I'm still holding on. Again, this is one I've taken profits on multiple times, got my capital back out, cashed out loads of Ethereum, cashed out loads of Bitcoin. And now I've got this basically gigantic freaking moon bag that I'm just letting ride. I'm letting ride for the moment, right? We'll can always change that opinion in the future, but right now I'm aiming for higher prices for that. Next up, we have Elrond, 3.2% of my portfolio. I'm currently staking my Elrond via the Myar wallet, getting around 16% APY paid out in more eGold tokens. Elrond's a very interesting one. I've got quite a few investments in, I would say, competitor blockchains to Ethereum, although I am missing out on some of the big ones. Might be surprised to you guys. I don't really have any Solana. I've got a tiny bit of Solana. You know, I have like 10 Solana or something, just to be able to use the Solana blockchain. I don't have my Cardano bags anymore. I offloaded those a little while ago. I still do have some Cardano, but again, not any substantial amounts of it. But I do have a lot of money sitting in different blockchains. Elrond is one of them. Elrond's very interesting cryptocurrency. If you haven't looked into it, it's kind of like ETH 2.0, but today. So they've been releasing a lot of cool technology and new stuff coming to it. Obviously, they need to hit that make or break moment where they really start getting some users coming on board and they get applications coming on board. So they still have a long road ahead of them, but the progress has been, I think, pretty gosh darn good up to this point. I would like to see Elrond get up to $1,000 a coin. I would probably consider offloading my stack at that point. But yeah, I think it's a coin that's done very well. Again, it's another one of these ones that I've just taken profits on so many times. We got into this one. I was talking about this one since it was cheap as chips. I don't remember the exact price because they did a token reform where they had like 1,000 to 1 reduction, and so I don't remember what the actual dollar price would be comparable to now, but this was another massive earner. Again, capital came back out, multiple Bitcoin cashed out in profits from this one, and still riding a big moon bag, you know, so it makes it so much easier once you've taken out the capital and once you have taken a big chunk of profits out of a coin to just let that moon bag run. You know, if this bad boy goes up and I get that price target hit, it just feels good. And if it goes down, well, you know, it's not a big risk because I have got that money out. I have already taken profits out of it, and I am just riding on that bag. Next up is BINANCE Coin. So this is 2.7% of my total portfolio sitting in BNB Coin. I'm staking the BNB via the exchange at the moment. You know, it's one of those ones. The Binance Smart Chain has taken off so much. I could see, again, this could be $1,000 coin without, I think, too much drama as the market goes on, especially if we do get Bull Pump 2.0 coming up. So I might de-risk some of my Binance bags there. But man, this is definitely a coin that has delivered and delivered and delivered over time. Next up is Polkadot, 2.5% of my total. Very bullish on Polkadot. If anything, I feel like I probably should have got more Polkadot, but I didn't. It's 2.5% of my portfolio, which is also enough. That's a pretty good bag. I'm currently staking my Polkadot via centralized exchanges, via Kraken, and via Binance. I have been adding more to this bag recently. I bought some more Polkadot on the recent bigger dips that happened a couple weeks ago. I also added a little bit more at $19 the other day. So, and I got some bids in to get some more if we see a good price retracement coming up in the not so distant future. I think we'll see a lot of price action building for Polkadot in the run up to parachains on the main Polkadot chain in the exact same way we've seen all that hype building around Cardano flowing into smart contract time. So still very, very bullish on Polkadot. I have not sold any Polkadot up to this point. I'm just staking, adding to my bags, and riding the wave of Polkadot. Next up is Eternity Chain. 1.8% of my total portfolio is an Ethereum chain. Now, this is one of my biggest, it is the biggest NFT play in my portfolio. NFTs, obviously, they've been absolutely a massive freaking trend in crypto over the last month or so. This coin has seen about 100% or so gains over the last month. Obviously, it's down still a lot from the all-time high, but they've really been delivering with some really big name partnerships, like they're literally doing Lionel Messi's NFTs. So I feel like that's kind of undervalued considering what they have been delivering here. I would like long-term to see $100 for this coin. That would be a great place, I think, to exit if we do get up to that price point in the future. Next up is Wilder World. Now, this is an NFT metaverse. This is coming in at 1.2% of my portfolio, and I haven't actually sold any of this yet. This is kind of an all or nothing bet. I hope that we see this get up to reach even like half of the market cap of Decentraland at some point in the future. When you kind of look at Wilder and what they're building and what they've got going on, it's easy to get bullish on this cryptocurrency. Now, the current market cap is very low. Actually, apparently, we're on CoinGecko right now. Apparently, the CoinGecko market cap is not reporting correctly, that it's actually about half of that. So the current market cap is probably more around like $25 million. So there's a huge amount of upside potential for Wilder World if they get it right. And it seems like from what they've been doing, they are getting things right. So I remain very excited and optimistic about this bag. Next up is Terra's Luna. Now, I made a video about this the other day. Man, it's up 30% today. That's crazy. This thing's been such a freaking beast. Up 30% today. I made a video the other day talking about the price mechanics of Luna. And it's funny because I made that video 6 or 7 hours, 8 hours or something like that before I actually released that video. And then some people were like, Lark, it's already pumped. What's going on? Well, it's up, I don't know, another 70% or something from the time that video went out, but it moved fast. It was, I think, like $19 or something when I made the video, and then by the time I published the video, it was up to like $23 or $24. So crazy times, but I think that Luna is a very interesting one. It's got some very interesting price mechanics with the burning functionality, the wormhole that's just been launched to bridge liquidity across blockchains, the upcoming Columbus 5, all this stuff that's going on for Terra. Plus, of course, it got to be the 12th biggest cryptocurrency with like 3 applications. It's craziness, man. We're about to have dozens of applications come on board, which should further see the price appreciate. Next up, we have Bridge Mutual. Now, Bridge Mutual, this is an insurance provider. Bridge, look, I've been bullish on insurance for a long time. I think that it's one of those areas within cryptocurrencies that's massively underrepresented and massively needed. Like, honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable using some of these decentralized finance platforms if I couldn't get insurance on them. The big player has been Nexus Mutual. That has been my go-to for a long time. But Bridge Mutual, they have just launched, just a few weeks ago, their mainnet. So we're already starting to see people using Bridge Mutual. Of course, I've been providing liquidity for the insurance pools, earning some really big rewards as a result of that. But you can also go and take a contract out and get insured for stuff. And they've already made their first insurance claim payout, so the system does actually work. Very, very cool to see this going on right now. So I think at a $25 million market cap, which is a fraction of what Nexus Mutual is, this one has a lot of potential to grow moving forward if they can continue to get it right. And again, it's one of those projects that has been getting it right. So I think that this is one that has got a very, very strong chance to continue to do well. Also staking this one on their platform. And I guess I'm actually adding to this bag all the time right now because I am farming their tokens by providing liquidity into their insurance pools. Terra Virtua. Now this one is another NFT coin. It's been good to me over time, man. Terra Virtua, we first started talking about this one. It was like, I don't know, a couple cents on the channel. It went all the way up to like $1. It was totally crazy. Obviously, it's come back down quite a bit, but what I have right now is 0.7% of my portfolio into Terra Virtua. So this essentially is another one of these coins that I just took profits on multiple times. I got my capital back out. I cashed out loads of profits, and I kept a moon bag. And I've been riding that moon bag, and basically I think I will probably sell the rest of this if it gets back up to $1 at some point. But it's a low stress bag because I've already got the capital out. I've already taken loads of profits out of it. So I'm just riding this bad boy. This is another NFT hype coin. They've been doing some really cool stuff with some really big brands. So I'm actually surprised that Terra Virtua hasn't been getting as much price recognition during this whole big NFT season pump that we've been seeing going on. Next up is Injective Protocol, 0.6%. I think this is one that has a potential for a $1 billion or multi-billion-dollar market cap. Injective is basically a trading protocol that allows you to trade futures and trade spot markets and stuff like this. But the interesting thing is that they're actually now going beyond just trading to actually be a full service DeFi protocol. So it's very, very interesting one, Injective Protocol. If you haven't looked into them yet, might be one worth taking a little peek at. They've really been delivering in terms of the technology that they're offering. So this is one I'm holding on to for a while. Have not. I took a little bit of profits just to get my initial capital back out, but haven't had a big cash out in terms of pulling out huge amount of profits. So got my initial capital, a little bit of profit out, but I think that this one's got a lot of room to run still, and that it has potential to be a top protocol. Certainly, current market rank of 183 seems a bit low for it. I think it's got a lot more potential than that moving forward. Next up is Kylan Network at 0.6% of my total portfolio. Now this one is down a lot from its all-time highs, and look, it's an oracle. It's a Polkadot specific oracle. Chainlink has just so thoroughly dominated the oracle space that competition, they've really taken some big hits, to be honest. And we've seen really only Band Protocol, I think, getting any kind of level of adoption. It's kind of way out in front is Chainlink, way out in back is Band Protocol, and then way out behind those guys, everybody else. And so, obviously, Kylan Network is waiting for Polkadot mainnet for it to really be able to take off. I think I will be holding at least for a little while. Hopefully we see this picking up a bit of steam when we get parachains coming to the Polkadot mainnet. But I would probably look for an exit on this one, maybe around $1 or so. Hard to say. We'll if it starts picking up adoption as time moves forward and we see it getting hype around the whole Polkadot ecosystem launch, maybe hold on to it for a bit longer, but that's kind of the general plan for that one right now. I think it's just hard competing with Chainlink because it's just so dominant in the Oracle space. Next up is TokeMac. Now, TokeMac, 0.6% of my portfolio. This is a new entry, actually, into my portfolio. I am currently farming more of their tokens with their tokens on their platform. Essentially, TokeMac is a yield aggregator platform. We reviewed this one actually in Wealth Mastery this week. So if you want a full breakdown on TokeMac and what it does, go and check out the report, read through that. It's one of these ones that I think it's early enough that it's really interesting to be getting into. It's potential one of those ones I'm looking at for me. This is like a 10x kind of coin, right? So I'll be keeping an eye on this one, keep farming those tokens, see how it plays out. Looking forward to them opening up their reactor pools to more coins and more users in the near future. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Next up, we have Baincore's network token. Baincore, of course, is a big DeFi protocol. I was farming quite a bit of their coins for quite a while with my Bitcoin and my Ethereum and my Polygon. I've since moved all of that stuff out just because the rates on Bancor were basically falling. I still have my Bancor network tokens in the Bancor platform, earning more yield. Currently, I can't really get them out either, unfortunately, because the gas fees are so damn high. On Ethereum, I'll have to wait probably until Bancor V3 when I can hopefully claim those for less gas fees in the future. But yeah, holding on to those for a moment. Hopefully we can see that climb up a bit in price while I'm holding those. Next up is Covalent. Covalent, how do you say that? I don't know. But you guys will tell me how to say that properly down below in the comment section. This is 0.5% of my total portfolio. Now this is a data indexing service. So something very similar to the Graph, which has like a $4 billion market cap. This has a $151 million market cap currently. So obviously this has a lot of potential to catch up. Even if it gets a quarter of the market cap of the Graph, well, that's some pretty big gains still ahead. I've been holding on to this one for a while now. I think it's one that will have that potential to do really, really well. I think I would consider exiting at least a good percentage of my position on this one around $1 billion market cap. So, but yeah, I'm bullish on this one. I think this one's going to do really, really well. Next up, we have Efinity, 0.4%. This is another one of my NFT plays. Now, this has actually been launched by the Engine team. This is their NFT play for the Polkadot ecosystem. I mean, come on, Engine's an awesome coin. Polkadot's awesome. What's not to like here? I'm holding on to this one for a while. I've already got taken some profits on it to get my capital back, and I think I'll just let the bag continue to ride here for quite a while, because obviously it hasn't even launched their main product yet. They need to actually bring out their product on the Polkadot mainnet. So it'd be kind of crazy, I feel like, to sell off all the coins before that happens. Next up, we have ShopX. So this is NFTs for e-commerce. So most of the NFT action that you've been seeing recently is collectibles and stuff like that. But this is NFTs for e-commerce. This is, again, another Polkadot-based play. This one down a lot from its all-time highs. I've already taken profits on this one. I got my capital back out. I would probably consider an exit on this, probably around $1 or so. I don't know. Maybe we'll see if we get some really big takeoff from it. But that would be my probable target for this one. Next up, we have Linear Finance, which is a synthetic asset protocol. Now, this one is down a lot from my entry on it, 0.3% of my portfolio. I've got a sales target in for 20 cents on this one. I'm not wedded to this bag by any means. Would look to get a decent exit on it. Hopefully we get some hype pumping back into this one to give me that exit when it comes. Next up, we have Polkadex. So this is another Polkadot ecosystem play here. It's a decentralized exchange on Polkadot. The name says it all. Now, I think right now we're at a situation where we haven't seen the big leaders get established in the Polkadot ecosystem. Obviously, we have guys like Akala, which is really a one-stop DeFi shop for the entire Polkadot ecosystem. But I definitely think that there's space for other exchanges to get some good market share. I mean, look at Ethereum, right? You got Uniswap, but then you have SushiSwap, which is also a giant beast. You have Balancer and Bancor, which are also giant market cap coins. So Polkadex, I think, has a lot of potential moving forward to capture some decent market cap action. I'm holding on to this one. It's a wait and see kind of coin. And finally here we have Mercurial Finance at 0.1% of my portfolio. This is one of my Solana ecosystem plays. So I've got Mercurial, I've got Port Finance as well, which is a smaller bag, falls below the 0.1% threshold. I'm a pre-sale investor in Burnt Finance, which is an NFT play coming for the Solana ecosystem in the future. But this is one of my few Solana plays. And look, I think the Solana ecosystem is growing all the time. Mercurial Finance, actually, pretty cool platform. They're doing, I think it's a 35% APY on stablecoins right now, so that's pretty impressive. That's why I put a little bit of stablecoins over there just to play around with it, see what's going on, test out the platform, right? But I think that this is one, as we see Solana hype building, so the main Solana asset has been going up in price. I think we'll start to see the ecosystem applications following along as more users come in and actually start using Solana. So there you go. Okay, that was a slightly long video, I know, but I hope that it was good information. I hope that it was interesting for you to find out what coins I am actually invested in and what I'm doing with those coins and what my kind of plans are for those coins. The main idea with my portfolio has been and will continue to be generating lots of returns with altcoins and then taking the profits from those higher risk altcoins, moving them into lower risk top tier coins. That's your Bitcoin, that's your Ethereum, a couple others I'll probably start putting more money into to build up a stronger infrastructure play portfolio. But that's kind of it. That's the cycle. High risk money goes into low risk money. That low risk money, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, that stuff goes into lending. It goes into yield farming to create more of itself, to create more wealth for the portfolio overall. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis on my portfolio today. Your question: what do I not have in my portfolio that I absolutely should have in my portfolio? Let me know down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.